You're watching good boulder fist. You're watching good boulder fist. You're watching good boulder fist.
Hello guys, welcome back. Another episode of MindCrack. As always, this is Jason. And hey look, there's Badges the Cathedral. So, picking up where we left off, because I haven't recorded in a week. Crap, I was going to do something about that before this week. So last time I recorded was for the last Torch Tuesday, actually. And I said this week I was going to record it on Monday so that it actually came out on Tuesday, and then I have failed you guys. Terrible, terrible friend. Because it's Tuesday and it's, what? Actually, it's Wednesday because it's 12:08 a.m. So it just became Wednesday. So, I went to the beach with my wife and daughter this last weekend, and that's the reason why I didn't get a chance to record this on Tuesday, or on Monday. I'm sorry, because we didn't come home until Monday morning. We basically planned it so that we would get home in time for me to record Gary's mod, which we do at 3 p.m. on Mondays. This is where we were last week. Last week when I was talking about this, I was like, 36 blocks, that seems right, but it doesn't quite seem right. I was totally not thinking about the fact that it's 10 blocks a day, which means 5 this way and 5 that way. So yeah, it was completely right, and I was like kind of worried about it. I was like, why is this seeming off to me? So anyways, here we are at 311, and our new location. The fuck? Ooh, it's like a spooky ghost torch. That's amazing. New 11 is over here at 346. Boop. Which that seems right. Right. Yeah, seems right to me. Let's get rid of that. For the guy that does the torch tally, here we are. I got more torches this week. I hope I have enough. If I don't, we're in for some trouble. People have made it very apparent, or not very apparent. People have mentioned. Oh yeah, last week I didn't know what the hell this dirt was. I'm an idiot. I forgot that they added. Well, I don't have inventory room for it. Crap. I hate to just leave it like sitting there. Yeah, it's coarse dirt. It always looked like that, Jason. Yeah, I know. I've played this game before. Or something. But yeah, people have pointed out that these episodes are going to get longer and longer as the border continues to grow, because, well, each week there's more terrain for me to cover because the border has gotten bigger, which, you know, makes sense, right? And originally, well, that was me walking that I heard. Originally I talked about doing these on Saturdays and Tuesdays, and maybe that's what I'll do, or maybe I'll like get Kurt to join me or something, and like if I can talk him into it. This is not like something that's been, I am like literally talking and making this shit up as we go right now. So maybe, yeah, get him to join me, and he could like walk one way and I walk the other. It'd be just like Flob, except it'd be like co-op Flob. But I do enjoy. Man, this is gonna suck. And I have an inventory. I gotta get rid of some of this crap so I can have inventory, so I can collect all the goodies, like this guy's beautiful sword. Man, I should have started this right at night. I find it hard to talk while I kill mobs. I don't know why that is. I think I would be good at this by now, right? What was I saying? I've noticed that that's what happens. I get involved in like the fighting and I forget who I was talking about. Oh yeah, I remember now. I actually kind of like this being solo because I get a chance to talk each week, and that's the whole point, right? So yeah, I went to the beach this last weekend with wife and daughter, and this is the first time we spent the entire time by ourselves. This is my daughter's second time to get to go to the beach. Every time I talk about this, people are like, "This is weird that you're not always at the beach." I guess like fans that live in Australia, everyone lives on the ocean or something. I know that's not the case, but That's the way you guys talk. Okay, I'm gonna go back and get the creeper bits. That's what I want. I want them in me. Where'd they go? They were over here. Yeah, right? Yeah, okay. That's all I want. I should have room for this. There we go. So yeah, we live about 4 hours from the beach, so to speak. Depends on which beach we go to. The first time we took her to the beach, this was my mom's idea, and we went down to Myrtle Beach. This time we went to Atlantic Beach in North Carolina. It's like a little island there on the intercoastal waterway, which is basically like where the Outer Banks are and stuff like that. Which I don't think at this point in time, really I don't know if they ever, I should know this, even though, let's see, I took North Carolina geography, but then I think I switched schools in the middle of that and took Texas geography, so I have like a mixture of state-based geography classes because of me changing schools. But I don't find that either are really that important to my day-to-day life anyways. That's what I was talking to my wife about the other day, and like, I'm really bad about remembering things that aren't functional on a day-to-day basis. Oh, you little fucker. Like knowledge that I can I hit tab. Ah! Stop it. I meant to see how bad my helmet looks. I'm really worried about my helmet. And I keep hitting tab. Tab is not going to tell you what your helmet looks like, Jason. Stop doing it. Hit E. Yeah, there we go. I'm playing Unturned tonight for a while. I think that's why I keep hitting tab. Tuesdays are Unturned playing night. I think I told you guys about that last week. But anyways, back on topic here, guy. I don't really know what the topic was. Beaches. Man, insane clown posse is going through my head now. Bitches at the beach? Beach bitches? Yeah, that's some old ICP. Why do I have that in my head? Why do I even have such knowledge? In fact, I was just talking about I normally only remember things that are functional and that I can't just like look on the internet and find, but apparently ICP lyrics made the cut. I find that really funny for some reason. I'm not even like an ICP fan or anything. Yeah, I'm a juggalo, in case you guys didn't know. I hate myself right now. Hey, what you doing? You're just like contemplating life. Or well, I guess in your case, the death that you embody. So, for those that don't know, because every time I talk about my daughter, it was like, you have a child? And they're just blown away. They're blown away by the fact that I'm also not like 15. I'm so often told that there's no way I'm 32 years old. I guess it's because I laugh at things like beach bitches. Bitches at the beach. I don't remember the rest of that song. That's all I got. Does it even count as a song when it's ICP? Like, what is it? What is their art? Is it even art? Should it be considered art? This is a deep topic. These are the type of topics that I think are important for us as a human race to discuss and figure out. I've totally lost my shit, guys. You're a weird tree. I mean, every tree is beautiful in its own way, but you're a fucking weird tree. Fuck! Man, I would have totally seen this week. Like, who came out here? You know what I think? Who came out here and found this? It had to be Nebris, right? He's like sitting around like, okay, this is how these type of rumors begin, just in case you're wondering. But he sits around, looks at MC Edit, and knows that this is gonna come into terrain. Like, someone made a beeline to this. It looks like, right? Because there's like no torches around anywhere else except for my. That's just so bizarre. So bizarre to me. Oh, you know what happened? No, never mind. Never mind. I thought maybe it was like a strip mine and they stripped mine right into it. But no, someone just walked straight into here. I want to see the video proof that someone happened upon this. If there's not video evidence of that, I call shenanigans. So back on topic here. So yeah, I have a daughter. She will be 3 in November. She was born right before the very first Minecon, actually, and it was a really difficult decision to continue on and go to that Minecon because basically my daughter had just been born at that point. I don't remember the exact dates for Minecon, but she was just weeks old, and holy crap! Oh, don't you do it! Don't you do it! Don't you do it! Why'd you do it? Oh crap! I'm out of the board. Don't you do it either. No. Oh, you blew up one of them. Damn it, I really wanted his bits. But, you know, I'm glad I went. Oh, what's this? This is something, too. This is probably something from the guy that was out here wandering around that found that, spawner. But yeah, you know, I'm glad I went to the first Minecon in hindsight. I think it's been something that I don't know. I think the people I got to meet there and all that stuff has been important in everything MindCrack related up until this point. I feel like the torches get better at night because, or my placement gets better at night because I can actually see what I'm lighting up. But, and then, so last Minecon, my wife and I, because my wife went with me last year to, did I miss? What happened, in Paris? So that was during Thanksgiving. I think I was home for my daughter's birthday for the second Minecon, and I left right after it. Oh, no. It all came flooding back. No, wait, no, that was in Orlando. But, yeah, I think we've missed 2 of my daughter's birthdays. Obviously not the first one, or not, the day that she was born was not missed. My wife definitely couldn't miss that one. She had to be present for that. But yeah, I just remembered, so Minecon Paris, my wife went with me to Paris the week before Minecon, and we both, we hemmed and hawed about this because of the fact that it was going to be my daughter's birthday. This still doesn't seem right. No, I'm still not certain I have all this information correct now that I'm trying to remember it. Because there was drama this last year when we went to Orlando, and I think I talked about this in a video. I don't really know if I ever did. I was highly upset by this, but I don't know that I ever really talked about it. And I'll get to this in a minute. I'm trying to remember. I almost want to go ask my wife when we went. In fact, I think I'm going to. I'll be right back. All right, so I remember now. Well, I've been reminded now. So definitely didn't miss daughter's first birthday. I was like, there's no way that's right. It's like, this is no way. And I totally remember now. We had it at my my aunt's house. The wife of my uncle that you guys have heard about. And a girl was there and all that. Yeah. And then later that month we missed Halloween is what we missed, I'm pretty sure. I feel like that's right. We missed no, my wife was back by Thanksgiving. Yeah. No, we didn't miss Halloween either. We missed Halloween for Minecon Orlando is where we missed Halloween. And we also missed my daughter's birthday, her second birthday, because we were both in Orlando. So, yes, there is the story, the actual truth. Odd little hole there. But yeah, I remember it being a hard decision to figure out whether or not my wife was going to come with us to, look at all that iron down in there. Was going to come with me to Orlando, and even more so to Paris. I mean, she really felt like she was missing out on all the stuff that was going on, and she wanted to come to Paris whenever we were going to Paris, but we just really didn't want to leave our daughter behind. you know, while we were gone. But we basically decided that she was only 1 year old at that point, and she wasn't going to remember it. It wouldn't make sense to her to go just to bring her to Paris because she's not going to remember it, and she's not going to remember that we were gone for that time period. So yeah, that was the decision we made. And then this last year, I really wanted my wife to come with me to Orlando because I wanted her help more than anything for Minecon, the party and all that, all the stuff that is Minecon that is so much work. And so she went with me, and the same people. Basically, my wife used to work with this woman forever ago. Whenever this woman retired, she started watching our daughter from time to time, and she's a grandma, and she's got like her grandson was like 7 or so, and then she also got a granddaughter that's younger than our daughter, and so yeah, like before my daughter ever went to daycare, that's where she would go, was to stay over there at their house. And then it came to a point where her and her husband wanted to start vacationing and stuff again because they were both retired. And that's whenever my daughter started going to daycare a couple of days a week. Which my daughter still goes to daycare 1 day a week, as I've told you guys before. But she really enjoys it because she gets to see her friends and all that stuff. She's made friends with other people. I think that I think it's good for a kid to go and have some that social interaction. I've been looking for like some kind of like tumbling class or something like that. I didn't realize how far I'd walked. Did the board just get like way bigger? And the only one that's really around City Good has this huge like window where all the like little girls do their gymnatism. I don't think that's a word. And we've seen multiple people just like sitting out there looking in. It's all like pervy, so we're like, yeah, not really gonna take her here because this is like the pedophile hangout. What's going on here? Any spawners right in plain sight? No. Never gonna have a golden record. There's probably a golden record in that spider spawner. Then that empty chest, the chest that at one point had something that was totally a golden record. Board looks so weird from this angle. So anyways, none of this was my chosen topic for today. I kind of wanted to talk about well, I mean, I did want to talk about the beach trip and having a kid and all that stuff. So I guess this is still kind of on topic. But I don't know if I ever told you guys the story of what happened this last year at Minecon. I had a whole like notebook full of stories that I wanted to tell about Minecon, and I got really busy with play MindCrack and never told those stories. And I kind of lost interest in just MindCrack vanilla server at that time. Like, it was nothing I really particularly had on my list of things I was working on, and just, I don't know, I just didn't have a drive, I guess, that I needed to, I guess finally after 3 years it finally happened. So we were gone. I think I have told this story. I'm pretty sure I have. But if not, I'm going to tell it really briefly. While we were gone, my daughter's birthday did happen. So we missed my daughter's second birthday. And we also missed Halloween right before that. And we had told Sharon, the woman that was watching our daughter, that, you know, if she wanted to, if they were going to do Halloween stuff or whatever, this speed drag racing stuff is it's all well and good till somebody falls down your hole and dies. It should be required. It should be like a requirement that the loser has to come back and patch up the hole so nobody falls to their death and loses all their crap. It's a rule. I'm enforcing that rule upon this server. Next time I find a hole, I'm deleting everything. All of it's gone. No, I'm not really deleting everything, people. Guude's gonna delete everything. I want to know what's in there. Oh, it's just like Okay, you motherfuckers. Who's gonna delete everything? When I fall down one of those holes and die, I'm gonna be the saltiest motherfucker you guys have ever heard complain and whine about something ever. So anyways, while we were gone, the son-in-law of Sharon, he's a police officer, which, well, this part's not important, so I'm not gonna say it. He's a police officer, and so maybe he feels that it's his duty as a human being to protect people. I'm not certain, but my dad was a police officer, and so it's always given me this perspective on police officers, because I've known tons of them my whole life, that might be different from some people's, because some people are really afraid of people that are public defenders for some reason. Like, they're afraid to talk to them, afraid to be around them, stuff like that. It's always kind of weirded me out that people act like this. What in the hell is that? I have a feeling that's got something to do with farming creepers. I have not got to watch anything that's happened on the server in this last week. Like, I did not, the internet was really not there pretty much all weekend. So we left Friday and didn't get home until Monday, and I didn't really look at anything during that time. Just spent time with the family. I'm not going into this darkness and trying to light it up, though. I'm going to keep on my little grid here. Because I think that might be dark for a reason. So anyways, while we were gone, this guy sends my wife, he finds her on Facebook. My wife's not friends with him on Facebook or friends with anyone in his family other than his mother-in-law. Finds my wife on Facebook and sends her the nastiest letter I've ever seen from someone, talking about what terrible people we are because we're off having the time of our life on vacation while my daughter has her birthday, and is obviously traumatized by this experience, even though it's highly doubtful she'll remember this ever. As I don't have any memories from when I was fucking two. Any of you guys? I mean, you know, it's possible you will have some vague memories of something, you know, happened when you were that young. I guess it's possible you will remember, but it's highly unlikely that she's going to remember that we were gone to Minecon whenever she turned 2. I mean, she'll know because we tell her, but I really don't think my daughter's been traumatized by this. And the truth of the matter is, we were off doing what allows my daughter to have food on the table, and so I don't feel bad about any of this, obviously. But he sent my wife, and well, I guess and me too, even though technically it wasn't addressed to me. I don't use Facebook, so he could have contacted me if he wanted to. This letter basically saying that we are. I mean, I'd love to read it, you guys, but I don't know if I can honestly pick this thing back up and read it again if I had to. Just basically telling us what terrible people we are and that we should be ashamed of ourselves to be gone while my daughter is here, basically. So my wife didn't even tell me about this at first because she knew that I was in the middle of working and everything. She told me while we were on our way to the airport to take Beef to the airport to drop him off. And I actually tried to get her to leave me at the airport so I could fly back home and address this directly and then fly back. She wouldn't let me do it. So she did not respond to him, I do not believe. Or no. Okay, so he said to us that, you know, we didn't even bother to call and all this, and we did call. She called her daughter on her birthday, tell her happy birthday and all that stuff. We didn't call the first night we were gone because we didn't want to upset her. We even talked to Sharon about it beforehand. It's like, what do you think? And she's like, yeah, that probably makes the most sense. You know, let her get settled in and everything. And so we discussed this before leaving. Again, this is not this guy's business in any way, shape, or form, but his kids are watched by her, so that's the only reason why he was aware of the situation, because they'd gone over there on Halloween. So my wife basically responded to him with, we have called our daughter, she's perfectly fine, we haven't gone out of our way to do anything wrong in this situation, and it's none of your business. And he responded to that even in a worse tone, saying that, you know, just God, I really should just pull it up and read it, but I'm telling you guys, somebody would end up figuring out who this guy is and find him and probably killing him for being such an asshole. So it's probably for the best that you guys just don't even know the type of language and just the way he insulted us and the way he acted and told us what terrible humans we were for being gone So I ended up calling Sharon on the phone while we were at the airport, and I basically told her that she needs to get her son-in-law in check because, you know, my wife was, you know, really upset, obviously, because it was already hard enough for us to leave in the first place. And I told Sharon, I was like, I know it's none of his fucking business, but he probably should fucking realize that we're not on vacation. We're not off having a good fucking time of our lives. We're all fucking working. And at this point, you know, I think I told you guys before, for the duration of Minecon, I got 9 hours of sleep total. So at this point, I was completely sleep deprived. Just, you know, I've talked about how the day of the Minecon panel, I was so tired and just felt so bad that I was crying at one point right before the panel started, and I still don't know why I was crying. Everyone was asking me, why are you crying? I'm like, I don't know. But, so when I got back home, I didn't really know what to do with this situation. It was really difficult, and I didn't want to do the wrong thing. I didn't really want any drama, but I did want to talk to him directly because I felt that it was necessary that this was addressed. And even though it wasn't any of his business, that, you know, we were doing what is necessary to sustain our life and what's necessary for my daughter to go to college one day and all of this shit. And again, it's none of his concern. And I even said to her, you know, he must think pretty fucking poorly upon you if you're not capable, even though you're capable of watching his children. Apparently you're terrible at it because, you know, the fact that we chose to allow you to watch our daughter while we were gone, it's a miracle that he allows you to even come near his children and watch them on a day-to-day basis, because you must be terrible at it if she's in these terrible conditions that we should be ashamed of that we've left her in. But I remember one part of his letter was like, you know, I deal with this on a daily basis, and the child abuse that you're doing here will not go unnoticed and all this stuff. Oh man, I can't remember the last time I was this angry. I don't think I've ever actually been this angry in my life, because there's, you know, it's kind of the thing I really wanted to talk about today was how much having a kid has changed everything about my life, and just how great it's been, and I never would have expected. I remember after my daughter was born, I was scared to death, didn't know what to do, because it's a really scary situation, and you realize that there's no escaping that situation for the rest of your life, probably, especially in my case where no male in my family has ever lived to see like 50. So genetically, I don't have the best genes in the world. So, you know, hopefully I live longer than every other male in my family ever has lived, and then when you look at my mom's side of the family, it's the same way too. So it's like I don't have I don't have a lot of hope. But hope maybe I'm the lucky one, right? Oh, hey, what do we got here? Holy shit! Has anyone found this yet? Dude, it's not accessible yet. Holy crap! Is it accessible? Can I get to the part that matters? I can. Well, this is cool. We found something. Nothing. So, and there's another chest over. Whoops. Oh, right. What are we looking at here? Where's the other stuff at? There's a piston. Oh, can I open that? I can! Oh, 3 emeralds. Hell, fuck yeah. And some gold I would like. You can have that, and I'll take that. And can I grab those? No, I can't grab those. I think you can craft those now, though. I'll take these. I want these. You can have those. Cool. Sweet! This was awesome! Wow! Wow. That was totally unexpected. I said hi to him like forever ago. So yeah, when I got back, I wrote a letter to the guy about the situation and, you know, just explained it to him. And his son's a huge fan of Minecraft, in fact. And that was one of the things I talked about in the letter. I never sent it, though. I actually went to his place of work since he decided to go to my place of work and contact me, which was, I mean, he didn't actually go to my place of work, but since he decided to interrupt my work with his bullshit, I decided it would be the same thing. But he apparently he's he like is in a vehicle police officer, so he wasn't there. I didn't like cause a big stink or anything, or anything like that at his work. I mean, that wasn't why I was going to do that. I was just going to try to bring the point home by doing the same thing that he technically did to me by entering my workplace with his bullshit. I was going to do the same to him. And I know some people, when I talked to some of my friends about this, they were like, "You went to the police station? Don't you know they're police officers?" And I'm like, yeah, they're the same fucking people just like you and me, man. There's nothing special about police officers. It's like they have a job. They chose to protect and serve our community. That's their job. That doesn't make them above the law, even though sometimes they act like it. Like my dad always said, the majority of the criminals he knew were the people he worked with. And I could tell some stories about that too, but that's for another day. So anyways, he wasn't there, and I just let it drop. And like I said, I never sent the letter, and we've never brought our daughter back over to Sharon's, and we just let her know that we don't feel comfortable with our daughter staying there with someone that's as crazy as he is, that might be there at some point in time. So, and it sucks because we don't really have a babysitter. There's just no one around here, living in the middle of nowhere like we do, that can fill that role. But I would much rather not have a babysitter than have a crazy man within arm's reach of my child. So yeah, there's the story of Minecon and the crazy man that really pissed me off. And did some backseat parenting where he had no business. I really hate backseat parents. I don't know why people feel the need to tell other people how to raise their children. I mean, I see stuff all the time that I don't agree with, but I don't bring it to those parents. I mean, it's your child. Do what the fuck you want with it. If you fuck him up, then you're the ones that has to live with him. I mean, we're all stuck on this planet with him too. And it would be great if everyone had things. I don't even know. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up. But like one of the things I used to see all the time whenever like when I used to take my daughter to like when babies are a lot younger, they go to the doctor a lot, like every couple months. And I really like this area, except when someone does something like that to it. Preserve nature, you fucks. I think is this the mountain with the snow? Yeah, it is. I'm not gonna torch it up too much up here because he's got his snow going. I don't want to unsnow his snowy area. But yeah, when I used to take her to, this is just a pet peeve, and again, if it's your kid, do whatever the hell you want with it. I don't give a shit. But I used to take her all the time to the doctor, and there's so many parents that put soda into baby bottles. Like, why would you do that? Why would you ever do that? Who does that? Who gives their baby soda? My daughter's never had soda, and she's almost 3 years old. Actually, I take it back. She had a sip of Mountain Dew one time when she grabbed it from one of my wife's friends and took a sip. Once. I mean, we don't drink soda, so why would our daughter, I guess, either? But still, it's beside the point. Actually, I do drink soda whenever I make Long Island iced teas because there's a splash of Coke in that. I drink a splash of Coke. It's pretentious Mexican Coke. But, apparently, I thought that was a cow. You're not a cow. Are you a cow? I'm not a cow. Apparently, high fructose corn syrup is one of the things that causes gout outsets. Outsets? Outbreaks? Onsets? Flare-ups? Doesn't matter. And Mexican Coke does not have high fructose corn syrup. It has sugar, so. I have to pay more for it, though, because you have to import it. But the guy at the Mexican restaurant, you would think that we were under some kind, not Mexican restaurant, Mexican grocery store. You would think we were under some kind of, like, contract or something, because he knows I come in about once a month or so and get 24 of them from him. Case. The word's case, Jason. Really? The unit of measurement? Yes, it actually is. You guys argue with yourself too, right? It's normal, right? Anyways, if he has forgot to order it, you would think I've never seen a more shamed man in the world. Like I'm not like, you're an asshole. I'm like, oh yeah, no problem, dude. That's right. I'll come back to tomorrow or whatever. And he's like, I am so sorry. I will make sure it is here. I'm so sorry. And it's like, dude, it's cool, man. It's cool. No big deal. I think it's funny when I go in there because I've never ever seen anyone in that store that even speaks English. Or I mean, I'm sure they do, but everyone else is always speaking Spanish when I'm there, and I've never seen anyone else that looks even remotely Caucasian. And everyone always looks at me like I'm crazy when I come in the door. It's like, do you know where you're at? And I'm not trying to be racist anyway if it's coming across like that. But yeah, back to the story of having kids. We got to take my daughter to the beach, and she'd been asking. We took her. My mom wanted to go to the beach with us right before Minecon, so we took my daughter, and we take her to the aquarium quite a bit throughout the year actually. So she's gone to the aquarium like 4 or 5 times, but it's always been during the cold months, so she's never actually gotten to like get in the ocean or play really in the sand and stuff. We just kind of walked down there and like looked at the beach once, and that was about it. But whenever she got to go to Myrtle Beach, when my mom asked us, she got to play in the sand and do all the fun stuff, get in the water. We stayed at my mom always stays at this one place at Myrtle Beach. I can't remember where it is. It's like kind of outside of Myrtle Beach, but like they've always stayed there, her and her sisters and their friends or whatever. But it's kind of like this rinky-dinky ass place. But I mean, it's a bed, right? But the first night we stayed at a Hilton because that's where we have points at or whatever. And they had like the lazy river and the like sandy kiddie pool and stuff, and my daughter loved all that because like in the little kiddie pool she could just stand up everywhere, and she can't swim yet obviously. But yeah, she really enjoyed that. But we went to Atlantic Beach here. It was just we stayed at like a DoubleTree or whatever, and there's nothing fancy about the pool, but we spent most of the time down at the beach. But just the stuff she says, I recorded a little clip, and I'll try to include it in this video actually. But she gets so excited, like every time she sees the ocean, she's like, the beach? Daddy, look, the beach? And just nonstop. We're gonna build a sandcastle? It's like, yeah, we're gonna build a sandcastle. Daddy, we're gonna build a sandcastle? I was like, yeah, let's go build a sandcastle. Daddy, we gonna build a sandcastle? It's like, yes, we're gonna build a sandcastle. Let's build a sandcastle. It's like, Mommy, we're gonna build a sandcastle? But then like even when we walk every single day, when we walk down to the water, like the moment she could see the sand and water, wow, the beach. And every day without fail. Excuse me. I would really mute my mic for that. I just like totally felt bad YouTuber here. So yeah, I have a little clip when we first got to the room where she's just looking out the door and just the beach, and she remembers everything from last time. Like she had fell down one time when a wave hit her, and she got in her eyes a little bit. I mean, of course, obviously we're standing there with her the whole time. She can't swim, and ocean's scary, right? Pull your ass out the ocean and you die. What you got in here? You got a spawner by chance? Is it just you? Well, now you're stuck. Ain't nothing in here, man. Watch there be a spawner at the bottom of that. I'll never know it though, because I'm leaving. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So, like, one of the things, like, it's even in that little clip of video, gotta be careful about my eyes. She doesn't want to get it in her eyes.
Are we gonna swim in the ocean?
Well, I want to make a castle.
We're gonna make a castle?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of castle? On the sandcastle?
Mm-hmm. I gotta get my eye. I gotta get for my eye.
What about your eye?
I'm gonna go ocean.
We go to the ocean. We
Ew.
can look for crabs.
I'm gonna crab.
Oh boy.
A big, my own crab.
We'll look at crabs tonight for sure.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna get dark.
Right. It's gotta get dark before we can look for crabs.
Do the sand.
Yeah, they'll be down there in the sand.
I'm gonna go up beach.
Yeah, we're at the beach. All right.
Anyways, I'm sure that you guys will hear about this all for BOO over the next couple years, but yeah, having a kid is pretty much the best thing that I think you can ever do. And it's something that I've heard my friends have told me this before. Like, I remember I worked with this guy, his name was Mike, when I worked back at AIT, and after his daughter was born, I remember him talking to me about how it's just the best thing ever. And I was like, man, I would not want that kind of responsibility, and I do not need that in my life. And I don't know if I can handle that responsibility. And but no, there's nothing I would ever want more than this experience. It's almost, I mean, it is. You get to basically relive being a child vicariously through your child, and look at you. And yeah, it's just been great. It's been everything I could ever want and more. And I really wish that I didn't even have to ever do anything other than just spend time with her and do whatever it is she wants to do, because I had just the most fun this weekend, actually just getting to not worry about really anything and spend time with my daughter. And I mean, meanwhile, there's all this bullshit looming over, like the new Guude that never, ever, ever is going to be released. And I would love to spend a whole episode talking about that, but I just didn't want to today. I had such a good time this weekend, and came back in really good spirits from this weekend, and yeah, just don't even think about it right now. It's going to do lots of negative things for Play MindCrack probably, but you know, we're working on the direction for Play MindCrack in the future, and I think just to briefly talk about it, just very, very, very briefly here. I've talked with Creeper Host. That's who we host with now, and we're working on some stuff together that should reduce our costs down to a point that will not only help us make this viable to have a mini game thing for the community, but also other people that want to run a mini game server on a budget. Because we're different. Play MindCrack is different from other minigame servers. Other minigame servers exist for profit. That is their whole point to exist. And while we would love to make some profit for the group fund for MindCrack, that's not the sole reason we exist. It's also about playing with the community. I know I've exited the grid here, but last week I ran out of torches earlier, so I'm trying to make sure I got that area. But yeah, long story short, weekend for me was great. I'm glad I got to take some time away. I know it almost feels like I just went on vacation because I went to Minecon, and I got to spend a couple days at the beach right before that. But I spent a lot of that time working, actually. My laptop just fried right after that. It's really lame. It's really been shitty because I haven't been able to bring a laptop anywhere because I haven't got a new laptop. I was considering buying a new laptop, and I really don't want to have Windows 7, Windows 8 on something, but I know like Generic B, for example, was sponsored by iPower, I think it is, and they give him a free machine, and I think that's where Seth bought his machine from. But the whole point of it, what I'm saying is both of them seem to be happy with it, so I might look into that, because I think you can get Windows 7 through them. I was basically thinking this weekend that it would be really nice if when I did get a new laptop, Because I need to get a laptop anyways, just for rendering like footage. Like for instance, the grill competition at PlayOnCon, I would have already uploaded that from PlayOn. Well, not from PlayOnCon because the internet shit, but right as soon as I got back from PlayOnCon, if I had a laptop to render it there, but I don't have a laptop right now, so it didn't render. Obviously, I can't render anything. But it would be nice to buy a laptop that I can actually play games from, because I think we would have stayed a little bit longer this week. Like we had to rush home on Monday so I could record Gary's mod. We were not gonna leave until after we recorded Mario Kart on Saturday, but I decided on Thursday night, I was like, let's just leave tomorrow morning. I'll just skip Mario Kart this week. That way we can actually be at the beach for several days, not just one day. Because we were basically going to go down Saturday after we recorded Mario Kart, which wouldn't have got us there to the beach until like 8 o'clock at night. We'd have been there Sunday and had to come back Monday. What's this? Bex here. Saw your video. You lamented view made flower garden for you. Hope you like the better view. Much love. P.S. MC ruined your view. Really? Says rude in that special tone. MC here. Saw your video. Lamented view. I build garden. Hope you like view better. This view sucks, MC! I want to see the view that, what kind of garden is this? What? I don't even understand! I need to be higher. You're sometimes right. I want to see the view. Like, not the view, the talk show. You wanna watch the talk show, Jason? I do not. I don't have inventory space. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. So yeah, I'm not saying you should all run out and have any kids, because some of you still are kids. But I do say that if you do at some point in your life, you're gonna have a blast. And that's about it. That's all I have to say about that. Oh yeah, there's my torch end number for Guy that keeps track of these type of things. I really enjoy just walking and talking. So I know not everyone loves these as much as they would say at a regular episode of me building something or something like that. For the rest of you, that's what the rest of my MindCrack episodes should be, technically. Just not the ones on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on when they're recorded. I talked to Raylene tonight, actually, about Farm Town, and I think that's something her and I and maybe some other people are going to work on. I definitely want to be involved in Farm Town. I've said it a couple times to you guys, but I mentioned it to them as well tonight when we were talking about towns. So hopefully I can work on that this week. And so much stuff has been going on the last couple of days. It's just I could talk about the amount of work-related things that are coming up here in the near future, like the Play MindCrack stuff and just everything else. Conventions, PAX South, Minecon, just all the things. I spent a lot of time talking to these Game Whips guys, because they're really nice guys, and they've been working really hard on this watch room thing. But I'm the worst subject to help them test anything, because my internet is the worst. Did I put the glass in here? Sure did. I didn't realize how tired I was. I'm sitting here talking, like my eyes are all getting all droopy. I didn't get enough sleep this weekend. Alright, I'm going to remove your sign, MC, so I can... Did sign always crack like that? I don't think they did. Oh, look at the view! Aw, it's beautiful, Vex. Thanks, dude. Love it. What was I about to say? Oh, intro. So, lots of you guys have been making me intros, and I'm not using them, and it's not because I'm an ungrateful asshole. And it's not because I really like my black text, or my white text on black background. Crap, that was really hard to form into words. Even though lots of you seem to do like that, that's not my permanent intro either. Here's the story for anyone that wants to actually know what's going on. Why is there that line there? Is that? Whoa, dude, that line's always there. You see that like line of darkness? It's like it moves with you. So there's a musician. His name is Professor Shy God. He makes these like 8-bit type songs. So just look him up, Professor Shy Guy, if you know what I'm talking about. He's a really nice guy. He's an awesome guy. I met him because of Wes Wilson several years ago, and enjoy his music. He's a really cool guy. And so I asked him. I've talked about this intro a couple times, or my music a couple times, because I kind of wanted OAR to cover it, and I also wanted Approaching Nirvana to cover it. And all these people had talked about maybe doing this, but none of them had moved forward on it. Well, Professor Shy Guy has. And not to say that anyone else like dropped the ball on or anything like that. Just yeah. So Professor Shy Guy, he's already started working on it, and there's another guy that makes intros, like really fancy intros, and he's done some work on a couple movies and stuff like that for animation, as well as like 3D effects and stuff like that. So he's going to make the intro for me, and it's going to go along with the music the Shy Guy makes. And so we're waiting on the music to get finalized before making the intro. So there's where my intro's at. Hope you guys have enjoyed today's episode. I don't even know how long I've recorded. It feels like 3 days or something. It seems really a long day. Why did I just open that and walk off? What a jerk. Can I do that? Does that work? No, it does. I want to walk this way and see what's going on, because I really want to do the farmland kind of over here and that way. But I don't know if someone's building over there. I guess they are. I guess it was that thing that, which may be what BDC was talking about. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I kind of want him to do Co-Star an intro, because Co-Star, I hadn't even told Co-Star this. It's the funny thing, but Co-Star really, like when I look at like his Twitch opening and just the type of stuff that Co enjoys, I think that an 8-bit styled intro would really fit his videos really well. But yeah, I've never really mentioned that to Co. But maybe Shy Guy can do that too after he's done with me. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the talk today. It was kind of random. It's about having kids, the life of a father. I wish that like parts of me wants to just stop all of this and just spend the next 8 years with my child until she reaches the age where she instantly hates everything about me, because you only get that chance once. I kind of am so excited about her getting older at some point to the point where we can do stuff. She's a big fan of Minnie Mouse and anything Disney, so excited about whenever she's old enough to go to Disney and that type of stuff. I don't know how this works. Guess you just lure creepers out here and... Oh, yeah, I see you. Yeah, you lure them in here, and then... Yeah. They can get struck by lightning. Makes sense. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching, as much as always, and hope you all have enjoyed. I certainly have. For this week, hopefully I can go back to doing an every other day episode of MindCrack. People keep asking about Wolfenstein. I've not quit playing that game, even though if you looked at my channel, you would think I have. I swear, I've just not had time. I was going to do it this weekend, and then we, on a whim, decided to go to the beach. So, I'm sorry. Sorry. But I will tell you, I had a lot more fun going to the beach than I would have. Tab never shows your helmet. Playing Wolfenstein, even though it's fucked up because I really want to play Wolfenstein, and like I was like, where's Wolfenstein? And you guys were enjoying watching it, and I was enjoying playing it, and it's like, why are you not uploading it? And it's like, there's no good reason other than I haven't found time to play it. So, fuck. Sorry. And the most ironic and funny part about the whole freaking thing is that I made sure I recorded a shit ton of it in advance before I started releasing it so this wouldn't fucking happen. And I'll let it happen anyways. It's the saddest, dumbest thing. Yep. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. For real this time. Bye. Is this Extreme Hills here? Extreme Joe Hills? So yeah, last episode I talked about possible additions to the server. Nothing's set in stone. And everyone speculated on who I was talking about, and I don't think anyone got it right. I don't think anyone did. I think a lot of people may have got one of the two right, but not. You know what? I don't even think anyone got. I think everyone was way off. A lot of people were saying Luckland, and I don't think Luckland. I don't think Luckland's got the time, or I mean, maybe he does. But I don't know that. I don't know that. Because his main series is like stuff with his family, and I don't know that we're family friendly. I don't know. No, I mean, I'd love it if Luckland played with us, but I don't think he's one of the people that we're gonna end up seeing on the server. But hopefully we could do some co-op stuff with him. 'Cause I'd love to play with him. And this mountain here is pretty crazy. But no, everyone thinks it's gonna be Morgan, and I don't know. I haven't really talked to her about it. But no, she's not who I was talking about actually. 'Cause she's about to go back to college. I don't know if she has time for MindCrack. Oh, that sounded like I broke my foot and it was made out of leaves. That sounded crazy. I almost hate to talk about it because then everyone starts speculating, and then it's like, oh my god, you should have Yogscast. Oh my god, you should have Syndicate. Oh no, they should have Ant Venom. No, Ant Venom's a douchebag. Oh nope, Yogscast's a douchebag. Nope, the Yogscast couldn't do it unless they give themselves stuff. Did you know you can eat spider eyes? That's what I see. And so yeah, it's almost not worth talking about.